Hello, it's Mike from OutsetVillage.com here, and I'm just going to give you some first impressions of the Nintendo 3DS. I went to pick it up from Game at Oxford Street at about midnight last night, and I've been playing with it ever since, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I've obviously gone for the blue one here. Black seems a lot more popular, but I kind of like the mirrory effect. You can see me in the 3DS cover there. The console itself, it's quite weighty, and it feels really kind of plasticky, but in a good way, not in a kind of cheap way. It feels quite sturdy. I think the past DS's maybe felt a little bit cheap and tacky, so this should have a little bit more staying power than them. If we just open it up, I've obviously got it in sleep mode, and I've turned the 3D effect off so that you can see it. We've got the circle pad here, the very useful circle pad that makes it a lot easier to control particular games. Still got the D-pad here, the brand new home button, and the 3D slider, which I've turned down so that you can see the screens. You can tell straight away that this is a really nice console. Really bright, clear screens. The 3D effect is actually really impressive. It's a shame I can't show that to you, but if you haven't already had a chance to play with the 3DS, definitely do go and pick one up and have a look at it. Maybe pop into your local branch of Game. I think some of them have got demo units, because the screens do look absolutely fantastic. I know that plane is kind of floating in front of the screen if you had the 3D effect on. And it's really surprising the first time you look at it, because it is a lot deeper and a lot clearer than you expect. Although there are a few issues, which I'll talk to you about in just a minute. Along the top, let's see if we can look at the top row of icons without going blurry. We have the web browser one here. That's not actually launched yet, but it will be around in the next software update. We have the notification icon, that's the green one, which lights up whenever you get Street Pass or Spot Pass notifications, and Nintendo's already been sending me a lot of Spot Pass notifications letting me know about 3DS features. We have the orange button, that's really useful actually, so let's take a look at that. This is the new friend list application, which makes it a lot easier to play 3DS games with your friends. You actually have a friend card instead of a friend code, which you can see here. My favourite title, Rayman 3D at the moment. You still have a friend code, but you only have one for the entire console, which for anyone who's had a DS will know is a massive improvement. You won't need to have separate friend codes for all of your games anymore. And you can change, you can write a message to share. It's kind of like a status, but only a very short one. You can choose your favourite title from the list, and you can also add other friends really easily just by typing in their friend code, and then their friend card will be downloaded. We actually have new views. I don't know if you can see this, but if I tap this icon here, then we can fit more icons onto the screen at once, which is a big improvement. The DSi, all the scrolling used to really annoy me, and then we can actually make the icons really tiny. Can we go even further? Yes, we can. Fit loads and loads of icons on screen all at once, which I think is a big improvement. You can tell that Nintendo's really looked at some of the DSi's flaws and found out ways of fixing them. I quite like the activity log, which is basically a way of seeing what you've been up to on your Nintendo 3DS. So if I take a look at this, I've already walked 2,500 steps. I took my 3DS with me to the shops this morning, just to see how the pedometer worked, and I've already earned my 10 play coins for the day. We can look at my software library. Annoyingly, all of the bundled software gets included, including the health and safety precautions and the settings applications, which is a bit strange. But you can look at a chart and it shows you how long you've used different software titles, which I think is quite clever. And you can also check out your daily records, which show you a graph of your steps and all of your playtime in various applications. So then we'll just click the home button, which I haven't done yet, but that's really useful because it literally just takes you straight back to the home screen, and you can see here that activity log is now suspended, which means we can either close it or just press the home button again and get straight back to where we were, which is a really useful feature. You don't have to quit your games now to go back to the home screen. The Mii Maker, which is fantastic. You do need to go in and make your Mii, and I wish Nintendo had made this part of the setup process, because I got into Pilotwings Resort and then got told I couldn't play it because I didn't have a Mii. But making them is really easy. I've already made myself here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, there I am. And you can also share your Mii as a picture or as a QR code, which is quite clever, so that you can put that on a sheet of paper or as maybe an image on a website, and people will be able to scan that. With the Mii Maker you also get Street Pass Mii Plaza, which I'm not quite sure why they made it a separate app. It doesn't seem like it really needs to be. But what this does is it really just gives you a built-in Street Pass feature, so that you don't actually have to have any Street Pass games. So what this does, you choose your Mii to put into the Plaza, and you can set your profile up. You can say where your Mii's from, what it wants to do with its life, all sorts of things. And then there are actually games to play. You have a choice of Puzzle Swap and Street Pass Quest, both of which are fairly simple games. Street Pass Quest is probably a little more ambitious, because it's actually an RPG built into the 3DS, which is quite nice. You basically have to cross past people in the street, collect their Mii's onto your system, and then you can help your poor stranded Mii escape from its prison, which seems quite funny. The other game is the puzzle game, which sees you getting puzzle pieces from the other Mii's that visit your plaza, and hopefully completing some Nintendo puzzles.